Well, Athearn's been making kits for model railroaders for a lot of years. The real early ones were actually wood and metal. But back in the 1960s, the Athearn put out the Yellow Box line. They might have started actually in the late 50s, but because I was buying them as a kid, and I started buying HO trains in 1957. Anyway, these Athearn Yellow Box kits were the forerunners of the Blue Box kits. They were a little more difficult to put together, and I'll explain why. And they were relatively inexpensive. I have a lot of the Athearn Yellow Box cars. I don't have the boxes for all of them. I got boxes for a lot of them. Anyway, this particular kit here, this is kit number 210, cost $1.29. And again, this is from the 60s, early 60s. And you can see it says plastic kit, decorated, 40-foot boxcar, Western Pacific. Let's take a look inside of it. Okay. You see the kit comes with the boxcar body. You got the your instructions. Actually a nice metal weighted floor. I think the weight actually is inside a plastic floor. And of course the underframe, the roof walk, and a couple of doors. And then move this out of the way. A bag of parts. So what you had to do back then was put the trucks together. Now this particular kit, when you put the trucks together, had these little rubber pieces that acted as the springs. The earlier ones, which I put a number of them together, and here's a truck from one of them, actually had coil springs. I don't know if you can see that better. Anyway, had coil springs, and getting those coil springs in those trucks was a real pain in the neck. Invariably, what they would do is you get them almost in, and then it'd shoot out, and you lose them on the floor somewhere. And even though when I put these things together, I put them on a kitchen floor, you had the linoleum, you'd never find the damn things. The little springs look like an ant, and they would just get totally lost. So you had to assemble the trucks. And again, this one is a little easier one because it has instead of the coil springs, it has these little rubber pieces you stuck in there. You see the parts, they came in a little bag. Basically, you had your horn hook couplers, the coupler pocket covers, the coupler springs, the door, for the door slides, basically, wheels, and I'm trying to see what else might be there. And that's about it, I guess. Of course, the screws, the coupler pocket covers, and the trucks onto the car. Here's a close-up of the trucks with the coil springs. You can see how tiny those springs are. Again, getting those springs into the trucks and not losing it was a real pain in the neck. Well, I put all the parts back in the box. I decided I'm not going to build this kit. I got a number of them that are unbuilt. Again, to me, they're a memory, and I like to just see them unbuilt. Besides, I got plenty of boxcars, and just the other day, Sean sent me 3 more boxcars to build, which I do plan on building. So I really don't need to build this kit. I'm going to keep those, and maybe somebody down the line will find pleasure in putting this old kit together. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is the Athearn Yellow Box kits.